Hello everyone, I'm Justin, and for today's video, we're dead.
死ね。
For today's video, I want to talk about an anime that just recently finished airing in the winter 2024 anime season. What on the surface may look like a super generic Isekai fantasy anime with the typical overpowered protagonist is in reality a well-crafted satire of the entire genre that just makes fun of it. That is right guys, for today's video we will be taking a look at my instant death ability is overpowered. But before we start, keep in mind that as always there will be spoilers ahead. And with that said, let's move on with the video. My instant death ability is overpowered starts as many other generic isekais, but this time with a small twist. A full boss of high school students is transported to another world by a sage. And you know the sage is not listening to any nonsense, because right off the bat she murders the teacher, gives abilities to all students, and tells them that they will need to face some trials to become a sage themselves. First test, escape from the dragon.
ファーストミッションがスタートします。いきなり全滅しないでくださいね。
Everyone except for 4 students are bestowed with abilities. The unfortunate individuals are left to serve as bait for the dragon. And after killing 2 classmates, the odds are not looking good for our female protagonist Tomochika. But thankfully, our MC wakes up. Yogiri Takato doesn't need an ability, because he already has the strongest one, instant death. And as easy as that, the dragon is dead. Now, after seeing this, I was like, okay, we'll have the typical protagonist cautiously hiding his abilities and living in the world while trying to find his way out. But I was dead wrong. Things starts to go off the rail when 3 classmates come back prepared to either kill them or slave them. But Yogiri quickly kills 2 and gets information from the 3rd one. And we find our first jab at the generic tropes, as the fatty tells how he was previously summoned into the world, so he already knew how to use his powers. And it was at this point when I started to think, okay, maybe this anime is different. Episode after episode, they make jokes of all the generic tropes. How about for episode 2 we bring mechs?
無理だ。私は存在のすべてをこちらに持ってきているわけではない。
Episode 3, let's do the typical slave harem MC.
隊なんだよ。おい、自己紹介するんだ。
Episode 4, how about a zombie apocalypse?
助けなくていいの？
この状態で街を救うとかできそうにないけど。
I swear to God, this anime keeps introducing new genres into the story just to make fun of them, kill the characters, and move on to the next one. And honestly, it's actually pretty funny. I remember there is this episode where they are in a battle tower, and as they are going down, they meet with a group that antagonizes them. And with the way they look, you would think that they are going to be antagonists, or for God's sake, at least named characters. But as soon as they introduce themselves and attack our main guy, they just drop to the floor.
死ね。
And each episode is basically like that. There is a grand scheme prepared. The archbishop of the church or some other guy is preparing his master plan. But we don't even get to hear their monologue before they drop dead. Even the fatty knows you need to hear the lore before killing them.
多分聞いてみたらベラベラと壮大なバックボーンとか語り出しそうな雰囲気だったのでござるが
The anime does have a story hidden between all the killed characters and jab at fantasy tropes.
死ね。
ちょっと待って、なんか重要人物っぽかったけど。
Yogiri already had his powers in the old world, and was under vigilance by different organizations. Some of the organizations had their agents hidden among the students. Also, in this world, the sages do whatever they want, and they are constantly isekaiing people, to the point that the villagers are already used to them. They are in constant fight with multiple threats, such as angels, interdimensional beings, gods, evil gods. Basically, think of any trope and it is happening in the world. And our main guy, well, he's just cruising his way through without thinking of anyone else and just killing anything that goes in his path. Seriously, you need to come to this anime thinking that it's going to be a comedy rather than a typical fantasy adventure. The main guy knows it is a comedy. I mean, come on, they come from a medieval village from the previous episode to a full 21st century city with skyscrapers and all in the next episode. And they just brush it up as the quirkiness of the world.
うわ超高層ホテル
The anime is not taking itself seriously, and it knows how much of a sense the story makes. And thanks to that, it makes for a gold mine of comedy. If you're looking for a different kind of isekai with a not so serious story, but you still want to get invested into the world, give the Instant Death Isekai a try. I'm sure you will get some good laughs out of it. And with that said, we come to the conclusion of this anime review. What do you guys thought of my Instant Death ability is overpowered? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, see you guys next time.